In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make the header sticky on your WordPress site so the navigation follows you down the page or follows the visitor down the page. This comes with most new themes these days, but some of the older ones and even some new ones don't have it. But it's really quick to add using a simple plugin, and then the header follows, or the navigation follows your visitors down the page, which is a great feature. And we're getting started right now. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Bjorn from WPLearningLab, where we help you get better at WordPress so you can earn more for yourself, for your clients, and for your business. If you haven't done so yet, click subscribe, then click the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. And with that out of the way, let's head in the screen capture and make our header sticky. I'll see you there. There's two ways to make your header menu sticky in WordPress. One is using a plugin, which is the easy way. The other way is using code, which is actually not that much harder, and it saves having to install another plugin. In this tutorial, we're doing the plugin method. If you want to do the code method, leave a comment about that down below. If there's enough demand for it, I'll make that video. If there's not enough demand, we'll stick with the plugin one. But this header on this theme right here, when we scroll, it doesn't stay with us. Most themes these days, it does come with you, but this one it doesn't, and maybe yours doesn't either. So the way we make it come along is we go to plugins and then add new. We search for sticky header, and this one right here is the one I'm using right now. The other ones, I've tested 4 or 5 of them, they all don't work. They're all also untested with the current version of WordPress. It's the only one compatible with the current version, which is 4.8, and it's the only one that works from what I've tested. So the other ones I'm sure will work once they're updated. There must have been change somehow in the new WordPress update that caused these to not work anymore, but this one works. I'm going to click on install now to install this one, and then click on activate. Now we have some new settings under settings, and then myStickymenu. And the only thing that we have to change is the class ID, possibly. So this needs to be the class ID of your menu. To find out what that ID is, just go to your menu in either Chrome or in Firefox, right click on it, click on inspect, and you'll see a class that wraps the entire menu. So when I hover over this one line right here in the code, that menu goes blue, highlights the whole thing. So that means that is the class that wraps the whole menu, which is top nav or top-nav. I copied that. Yours may be different, it may be the same. We put it in here. We make sure there's a period in front because it's a class. If this here says on yours, if it says ID, so if this was ID of top nav, then we'd have to change this to a hashtag like that. That denotes ID, the period denotes a class. That's literally all we have to do to make this sticky header function. So I go back here, change this back to a class so the CSS works properly, and then save our settings here, and then refresh this page. Now when I start to scroll, it disappears for a bit, but then it comes back as we go to the content. On newer themes, and the way I prefer to have it work is it comes with you the whole way. So instead of disappearing here, it attaches to the top of the browser at this moment right here and then stays with you instead of disappearing and then going away. But the other plugins aren't working. We can do that with the custom code very easily, but with the plugins, we're kind of constrained with what the plugins do. And this orange color is in the plugin, so we can change that right here by changing the background color. If we want to make it the same as our menu, go back up to the menu, right click on it, click on inspect. Make sure we're on top nav, which is the menu wrapper, and we see the background color over here on the right. We can just double click here, copy this, click on select color, and then paste it in here. Make sure there's a hashtag in the front. Now we have that background color. Now if we go to save and then refresh this page, we now have the menu with the same color, so it's more consistent. We do have the ability to add custom CSS in here. And if you want to do CSS in your style sheet, you check this box to disable this CSS box and then add it to your style sheet directly. You can just copy and paste this right here, put that into your main style sheet, and then you can use your CSS from there, which is probably the smarter method, so your CSS is all in the same spot. Other things we can do is change the opacity. So we have 95% opaque is the setting here. And if we go back to our page, we can see just very faintly words scrolling behind the menu bar or the nav bar, just very faintly. If we change this to, say, 65, And the transition time is how long it takes for the nav to appear once it's started. So 0.3 seconds is pretty quick, which is good. But if you change it to 3, you can really see what that setting does. So we're going to save those 2 changes, refresh this page. Now when we scroll, we're going to see the nav floating in very slowly over 3 seconds, and it's very see-through now at 65%. So you can adjust those settings however you want them to be. Put those back to what they were. Then we can disable them on different screen sizes because you don't really want a sticky nav to be on a mobile. You'd rather have that hamburger icon, those 3 horizontal lines, to open the menu on mobile devices. So here you can set at what screen width that happens. At what screen width the sticky header no longer functions. If you check this box, the menu slides in. If you uncheck it, it fades in. So I encourage you to play with these couple of settings that you have here, and then always save changes, go out and refresh and see if that's how you like it. So that's all there is to making sticky headers. I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below the video. If you haven't done so yet, click subscribe, then click the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. And next up is clicking one of these videos that popped up on the right-hand side over here so you can get even better at WordPress. And until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.